98.9 Sonora FM News, Traffic and Music. And for this afternoon, I'm really happy because I'm having a guest from out of this country. Sahabat Sonora, these guys were a bunch of guys that amazing band that from Thailand. So I'm gonna present it to you. This is H3F. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hi.
Let's introduce you one by one, please.
Okay, to all Indonesian listeners, we are HTF, and my name is Kong. I'm the singer, the guitarist.
My name is Jack, drummer.
Okay.
This mom, I'm a bassist.
Okay.
It's being guitarist.
Okay, guys, I'd like to congratulate you that finally your album was released on 24 August 2023. It's called Chalawan Sound. And how are you guys feeling right now? Is that the same excitement, heart beating, and all of the stuff?
It's a relief. It's a happy feeling, and we are really excited because we're gonna get to play all the song on the album very soon. We've been holding it back for so long.
All right, you just want to make some showcase, or what is it?
We are planning on it, but we are traveling a lot, so we haven't got the dates yet. But you know, for every gig we're going from now onwards, like we just want to blast the new songs. So it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Okay, I'll try to describe your album because I listened to about a few times, and what I got from those album was it's a complex in there. Talk about life, love from different angle.
Yeah.
I would say about this album. This album specifically talks about 5 stages of grief, and there is a happy, anger, tortured, and all you gotta do just enjoy the moment. If we're talking about the sound, I feel like psychedelic, and then there's a blues and R&B. How you say about that? Can you tell us? Is that kind of emotion that you would try to transfer to your listeners?
I think for you actually got it right. I got it wrong sometimes when people ask me like, "Hey, what is the mood for our album?" I sometimes got it wrong, but you got it right. Like you just did your homework. You listened to the track. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's like the way you said it, because a lot of like I think around 3 songs is already about like struggle, you know, inner struggle about whatever it is, and then there's like a song, there's like a fun song, but there's a lot of serious undertone on the song. So I didn't wish the listener would feel like serious about it. I wish it's more of like a hug or like a tap on the shoulder, because a lot of the song I wrote it because of it's like a byproduct of how COVID affects your life, you know.
I don't know.
Kind of work like that, but tone wise I think it's correct. We are really like heavily, like me especially, I'm heavily influenced by like soul, funk, and like the 60 and 70 sound, because I love blues, I love psychedelic. Max love the Beatles, Pink love blues, Mom I like love Blackpink. I don't know anything at this point, but it's the main tone we want to chase from making our first and second album. We never did it right. We did our best, but I think we're still young and we're learning, and from our mistake we try to make sure that on this album we get the tone right, and we get let's say the songwriting. I'm not that confident sometimes. No one is that confident. I bet you no one is that confident. But for as far as tone go, as far as recording go, we're pretty proud of what we did this album, because we learn a lot actually.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you, dude. Last night I listened to your album and I got whiskey on my table. And the first song that I've listened to was Chalawan Pang. And it was talk about, I don't know, it felt like talk about love, and then but if from natural situation, there's some girls hurt by love, and then she becomes skeptical with love, but you try to say it's just your bad luck in love story. And I amazed with the beginning. I feel like there's a whiskey blues over there.
Yeah.
I feel like whoa, what's a coincidence? I got whiskey on my right hand, and then the whiskey blues at the beginning.
Like we're old now.
And then at some point it turns out to be funk music. There's a brass section plays along the song. Can you tell us about that? And in my noted about the solo guitar. It's around for 2 minutes actually.
Yeah, it's really long. It's a very stupid decision for a pop song, but we didn't intend it to be a pop song. It's the first track of the album, and it's one of the hardest songs to get it done because of how it is. But the meaning of the song, like you mentioned first, it's not actually about like a one scenario, you know. It's a funk song, and a lot of the funk song, it's pretty much vibe. They don't tell a story, like they don't construct a narrative to tell a story in a funk song because it's too hard, you know. Funk, there's a lot going on, you know, rhythmically,
Yeah.
harmonically,
And also
it-
improvisation, right?
yeah, it's a lot already. So for me, funk song, it's more of like a vibe. And for this song, I just want to keep it simple. Like, you know, like you can dance to it and you just need to sing two sentences because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And so I just say like, hey, like to whomever it is, like you're dealing with your problem, you know, your relationship problem. Just don't throw it away yet. You'll find a way, you'll find a day. Just like let it be, you know, exactly. Like did you just move to it? But the meaning is pretty straightforward. We just want the vibe. But I don't know how to explain the coming of the song. It's really like spontaneous. Ping came up with the chord and we just jam it and that's it. But it's a jam song. That's why you feel like that because we jam it. You know, it's pretty live.
Okay. Okay. I want to talk about the solo guitars about 2 minutes, right? How can you create that long solo guitar?
We don't. It happened in a jam. Like, you know, we jam. I'll always like have my iPhone in a rehearsal room, and then we just put it in a room, and what happened happens, and we'll transcribe it later. But I don't know why one of the days I think we did it like it just felt so good. This song for us, it felt good to play. You know, I don't know if it felt good to listen to, but for us, it felt really good to play. So we're like, nope, I'm not gonna cut that part off because it's the vibe of the album and it's the first track. So I just keep it like that, just to like solidify the character of the album. Like, yeah, we're 70s. We're gonna go this way. So we open it up like that.
We are
Okay.
Yeah, OD band. I don't know.
OD guitar band.
I feel related because I like funk, I like blues, I like jazz. I've listened to all those old records, and when I listen to your album, it just like it just works magically. And I've listened to your last album. It was called it as what? Wait, let me check. Unemployment, right? Your last album. What's the difference between the Chalawan sound and Unemployment? For me, I got the difference from the sound. At the last album, there's no psychedelic touch, but
Yeah.
the new one there's a there. Can you tell us about that?
I think like I said, like I'm heavily influenced by like, you know, 60 and 70 music growing up. And I always wanted to write a song like that, record it like that. But I think it's just like my age and our age. We're just young. You know, first and second album, of course, we're like stepping stone. It's like we did our best, but we learned. And for this album, like I think one of the things we took from the second album and try to like modify is the workflow. Because in the second album, I think we spent so much time overthinking stuff, but because it's COVID time, you know, we did the album during COVID, so we name it Unemployment because really we're unemployed. But I think that it's just the hard part is like, you know, when you don't meet your band, when you try to get a song done, all you get is input and info. Everyone is throwing everything. It started out like this, amalgamated into something else, and it's kind of like it spiraled out of control. We love it, we like how it works, but for me, I don't think it's the workflow we want to have because it's really like heavy, you know.
Yeah.
For this album, we just want to go back to our roots meaning of like my favorite style of music. And I think it's about damn time I have to try it, you know. I did 2 albums now, so yeah, I like soul, funk, and blues, psychedelic. Yeah, I think this is a time we have to try it, and we did. So really happy you noticed the difference in sound because I think that's the main part that we focus on this album. Is like the writing is easy because it's a jam. Pretty much more than half the album, it happened in the rehearsal room. So all of our energy is into that process of making sure that okay, we try our best to like, how to say, it's more of like, for me, it's more of like a tribute to my inspiration, you know. Like how would I make it, like how would I love it, you know. So I have to make it like how I want to hear it, and I think that's the hardest part, to like see you in the middle, bro, and then you kind of like, but I think that's the part that we put the most effort in.
Okay, is it the character of your band right now, H3F, about psychedelic and whatever it is, blues funk?
The funny part is that since the first EP, when people ask like, hey, describe your band style, I would say like, oh, R&B, blues, soul, pop, but it's more heavily on pop, right? Because we never had the nerve to like, okay, I'm gonna do like a 2-minute solo, you know. We never did that. But for this one, it's really like that. I think we just aim on it, and we're like, yeah, we want to do this style for a long time, and to be able to get it done and had a lot of fun making it was like a very good chapter in our books.
Okay, I want to ask you about Red Not Blue. It sounds different than any other records on this album. It sounds acoustic, and then I think Red Not Blue is about whole package of this album, the story of this album. Is that what you try to express in this song?
No, actually, Red Not Blue is one of the songs I wrote before I started this album, but
Okay.
I think it's a transition point in my listening, you know, because like let's say 3 years ago, I'm still into like hip hop. I love a lot of music. I just love blues guitar, but music wise, I listen to everything. But I think around the making of Unemployment, I was still into a bit of like the modern sound, you know, I just want to try stuff. But Red Not Blue happened right after that during COVID time, and it's a political message song. It's about it's gonna go dark very soon, like the way we're heading now. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the story anyway. I wrote the song for a massacre that happened to Thai university student back in the 60s, 70s, and it's a tribute. You know, the song is like a memorial. So it's from a true story. You could Google it up. I wrote it for 6 October in Thailand. If you just type 6 October, you can read all about it. It's you know, like a group of students, a lot of university, they're like gathered together to try to like protest and try to like get a democracy in Thailand back then, but they did not. They got killed, and the song is about that. So it's all in the lyrics. You could just read it. It's one of my favorite, and it's really different from the rest of the track because like I said, like, you know, you remember the first song I told you, Chalawan Funk? It's a funk song. We can't construct a narrative to tell a story. But for this song, when I got the opportunity to write the song, I was like, I can't be playing silly on this one. I need to tell a proper story. So this is the only song where I pretty much wrote everything down on paper first, just to make sure this is all I want to say. And I put music into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel on Red Not Blue, it was just like you know, a child try to express their dreams, have a big dreams, and at some point the situation bring them down, and he has to deal with a tortured bad moments feeling. and it's delivered by acoustic song. It was sound magically for me. Okay, I'm gonna move out. And what was difficult part to execute this Chalawan Sound album?
Recording Chalawan Funk, that is the hardest part.
Was that hard for you to record the guitar track?
That's not even guitar. I think Chalawan Funk is one of the first songs we did have on the album. We did not record it. We had a draft, and then we played it live so many times. And all of us, we are like, huh, it's easy. We're gonna kill you in like, you know, 2 takes. And then like, nope, it's the hardest.
Okay.
That's the only song where it drains us so much because like we underestimated, you know, we're like, nah, we got you, man. We played you so many times. I could just, you know, flip my head and play you. It's way harder than that.
Okay, now my question turned into, have you all guys enjoyed to play this album already?
The thing is, we never did play it.
Okay.
1 to 10. We play it. We pick some song and we put it in a set. But from today onward, we're rehearsing after this. We're gonna like be playing a lot of this album, which is like really excited because, you know, it's a style that I love and I get to play a lot of guitar, so it's all good for me.
Okay. Because I know from making to the recording to the studio, it's you know, it's a hard to enjoy it, and then you bring it to the live session. It's to different world, right? You have to enjoy it, whatever it is. You try to jamming it, whatever.
I think playing live is way easier than recording because you don't have the pressure of like, oh, you're gonna make a mistake. You know, all your energy is focused on like having fun and just groove. But in recording, it's more of like exam. You know, it's like don't you know it's more like
if you release คือ
yeah, if you lose your track of like, if you just like lose your focus for a bit, restart. But it's like if you just turn it right and you saw some like, oh hi, and you know, it doesn't matter.
Okay, if you guys can pick one from this Chalawan Sound, which one gonna be your favorite? One by one, you guys.
Mine, I'll say Tonight.
Tonight, okay.
Get back.
Get back, okay.
so long.
So long. All right.
Chalawan Fang.
Chalawan Fang. I think you with me are the same energy. I love Chalawan Fang, because the from starting from whiskey blues and then turn into funk music and then
I love the way you say whiskey blues. I just see how it is.
Okay, guys, to anyone who want to listen to your song or your new album, where they gonna get it?
Physical copy is coming soon because we just released it. It's not even done yet, but online on our streaming platform, you just type Edge. Yeah, and please subscribe us and stay tuned for more music to come, because this is like a very fun time we did making it. So please check it out. Chalawan Sound and other album of us, we're H3F everywhere: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, anywhere, any platform you're listening to, as long as it's not illegal.
Good. Support musician. Okay, guys, if you can describe one word, it's for each one of you, would gonna be for this Chalawan Sound. Describe one word, only one word.
Only one word.
Yeah.
Wow. หลายคำเลย
This is too hard, but let me think.
I like to surprise.
Whiskey blues.
Whiskey blues. All right.
Whiskey blues. Whatever it is, just add whiskey in front and you're good.
Okay, fair enough. Guys, thank you so much for having an interview with me. And I hope this angle has never been presented by any other media. Good luck for you guys for your next
Very good question. I love how you ask a lot of detail about the song. It's really good. Thank you.
Okay, see you guys. And I'm gonna play it right this afternoon from H3F with Chalawan Fang. To anyone who want to listen from here right now, you can request it on Sonora FM Semarang. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.